All right, everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome to Clumsy Clairvoyance. Thank you for being here with me today / this evening, depending on what time frame you are in or what time zone. Or if you're from the future, like Mel. Um, she's in Australia, so she's like a whole day ahead almost, I believe. Anywho, but yes, thank you. Welcome for being here at Clumsy Clairvoyance. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. This is going to be a rune class. Okay, so most of you that have been with me know that I do tarot class on the weekends. However, I also do use runes during divination at times. Okay, and this was specially requested that I do a class on runes. So here we are. It took a little while to get here. I have to admit, this presentation that I'm going to be going through today, it was a labor of labor. There's like, I think 28 or 27 slides. So there's a lot that we're covering, but we're going to cover each and every rune. Okay. And we'll be going through them each briefly though. And you'll see as I start the slideshow, we're going to go over a little brief history. We'll discuss it. Now, again, if you are new here, welcome. And also, if you are new here, please note that I'm not doing readings at this time. It does happen every now and then during the class. I'll have someone ask for a reading. If you would like a reading, you could come back during my live show, which is usually like sometime after midnight or around midnight, every now and then a few minutes before West Coast time. But I also do give personal readings. You could find that either you could email me. That's in the About section on my channel. And also, if you want a personal reading, you could go to clumsyclairvoyance.com and get information there as well. So, having said that, I want to welcome everyone, and then we'll start, okay? All right. Yay! You know what? I'm so excited about this class, guys. But I wasn't at first because it was a lot of work, and I think a lot of it had to do with I'm so familiar with tarot that I go through it much quicker. So this gave me some real appreciation because I just learned runes about a year or two ago, or a year and a half. So this gives me it gave me some real insight doing more research on them and all that. So, but yes, I'm very excited. Mousy. So speaking of Mousy, look, Mousy is the one who requested this class. I believe for her sister or sister-in-law, something like that. So welcome. Aw, I'm so excited for her to be here. Yes, I got it. Oh, it's you. Okay, welcome, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully this class is everything you'll be expecting. Also, you guys, please hit that like button. Okay, Susie, that sounds good. Thank you for popping in. There's Miami. There's my girl. Yes, Miami made it. Nice. Very nice. There's Mel. Hello, Pastor. Welcome. Good to see you. Oh, I just remembered I haven't done a sage cleanse in a while, and I have the perfect opportunity to do it while Mad Max is out of town. Do it. Do it. Good to see you, Past. All right, let's see who else is popping in. Text Jen, whoop whoop. Good to see you. Feeling the love today. Glad to see you all. Nice. Oh, snap. Let me go find my sister. Debbie, good to see you. That's my sister from another mister right there. I love Debbie. She's a sweetie. Good to see you, love. To Helen, how are you? It's very good to see you, too. To Helen is awesome. Everyone is. Suzanne, hold on. Oh, you're back, Suzanne. Whoop, whoop, woohoo. Labor of labor. That sounds like childbirth. It was, it was good for me, though. And it took me, like I said, it really had me doing my research really, really well and getting me more familiar with runes. So I'm appreciative of it now. But, man, last night when I finished, or yesterday when I finished, I was like, oh, freaking yeah, finally done. Cat Ninja, whoop, whoop. I haven't seen you in a few days. I miss you and welcome. Good to see you. Oh, yes. Thank you, Pat. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, everyone. Please. I would appreciate that. And a subscribe if you have not subbed up already. I would appreciate your sub if you enjoy this content. Hold on. My sister is running behind, but she's on the way. Oh no, is she here yet, Mousy? Let me see. Oh no, no, no. No, no, no. Hopefully she's here by now. Let's see. I'm about to see. Oh, by the way, I'm a mess tonight. I love this. She's here. We're getting settled. Okay, okay. Gotcha. All right. So let me get my presentation ready. Let me pull up the share screen and all that. Oh, look, perfect timing. Perfect, perfect timing. You could have done it better. Look at you. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Give me one sec. Yeah, she did great on her live. Very good job. And there's Jen. Jen, this class is all for you, so this is a big shout out, just so you know. No pressure or anything. Mine are Salem spells wellness witch stones. Ooh, really? Okay, so she's got the whole fancy pants shebang going on. I want to see a picture of them, kind of. I think you want to. Oh, you're very very welcome. My pleasure. And to Helen, have you ever used runes? I'm curious. Very curious. All right. So let me know if you guys could. I'm sharing the screen. Let me know if you guys can see it. Okay. It looks like it's running well, but just give me a thumbs up if the share screen is working okay. All right. Awesome. There's my thumbs up that I needed. Whoop diddy whoop. Thank you. And to Helen, no, I am not. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So let me take myself off the screen here, and then we'll get rolling. Aw, Cat Ninja, if you have to sleep, go ahead, love. You can always catch the replay. Gosh, it's 2 a.m. there? Jeez Louise. All right, so we are going to be going over. So this is runes. This is just the basics, okay? But we're going to do a nice, thorough, basic overview, okay? We're going to go over all 24 runes. We're going to use the ones that are classically used today in modern divination, okay? You will find there are a few different subsets of types of runes. To be quite honest, there's some that are Nordic. There's some that Wiccans use in particular. This is the ones we're going to be using on the basic 24 that are used in divination today, okay? But there are many other little subcategories of runes, okay? And we'll get into the history of them in just a minute, because it's quite a bit of kind of there's a lot of argument about where the where these came from, where the runes originated from, etc. So, okay, so we're going to be going on over the basics. We'll do a brief little history first, and then we'll go over each one individually, okay? And if everything sounds good, give me a thumbs up and we'll start, guys. All right, I'm getting the let's go. All right, so runes, the basics intro to the 24 runes by myself. Okay, so this is literally a brief history. Okay, so brief history. All right, as of now, and this statement right here, and this is the most widely accepted, okay, of all these statements. Even this is contested by many. Okay, the oldest documented runes date back to around 98 AD. There are a few others that have been noted around the world. That, like I said, these are arguably, there could be some older ones. But there's a lot of controversy over the oldest runes, where they originated from, the alphabetical language, etc. So, which is interesting because, okay, so rune is derived from the word runa. It's a Gothic, Germanic or Germanic. You guys are gonna have fun with me today with all my pronunciations, so don't slaughter me, okay? But it's pretty much a Gothic term, very, very old Gothic term, runa, and it translates to secret or mystery. Okay, so it's very fitting for the history of these runes as well, in my opinion. Okay, so we have Germanic and Viking links, symbols, and alphabet. So there is an agreement that this started as an alphabetical type of language, type of way to communicate. All right, and as we go through the slides today, what I went ahead and did is, you'll see I went from A to Z as to what letters they represent. However, there's a caveat to that. There is two or three. I think it's two runes. It could be three though, but I know that, wait, no, actually it could be four. So there's at least 2 to 4, okay, that represent more than one letter though. Okay, so I want to put that in there. Um, there's more than one name and or meaning of them across different texts. You will see that. So Jen, since you're in here too, and I know you have some runes, if you have any input here, please throw it in. Like if you have a different meaning for one of the runes, anything like that, throw it in there. I'd love to hear from you. So the modern popularity for using runes and divination and our modern kind of knowledge of runes really got kicked off in the 80s, the very early 80s. Okay, so it can be traced back to Ralph Blum's book, not Plum, but Blum, the Book of Runes, a handbook for the use of an ancient oracle. Okay, and this guy, I have not read the book. Okay, I'll say that. However, though, I went through quite a bit of some of the text in there, and he's got just some really, really, very, I would say, very rich information in there. He did so much research, so that is a book I do want to get eventually. And that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. No pressure. Okay. I was just, but if, like I said, if anybody has any commentary, anything, this is open forum. So please feel free um, to ask your questions in here. And I expect a little bit of, participation. So feel comfortable. Feel free. If you know something, don't know something, have a question. All right. So we're going to move on. Okay. Runes for divination. Make it personal. Okay. So runes being used for actual divination. So remember I said this has an alphabetical stem to it. So the uses of it for divination in particular there's a lot of controversy there too. Okay. What we can say for certain is after, I'd say maybe the late 1800s or so, that's when some real pushes for um, or being able to see and hearing about um, runes as divinations kind of started to make its way like into what we know in popular culture in reference to divination. Okay. However, a lot of that has to do with the fact that this is a known oral divinational practice, meaning this is something you would pass along or pass along orally to, you know, your family or someone you were teaching divination to, much like some of the teachings in Judaism and Kabbalah. So, all right. So, anywho, runes date back several centuries. However, the known uses of that for divination purposes are fairly unknown and widely debated. And it's known as an oral divinational practice. Okay. Now, this is something that I kind of threw in there. If you are new to runes, I highly recommend personalizing or creating your own runes. If you're a creative person and you want to do it, okay, because it can be so much fun. I've started to make my own, and I really like it. It's fun. There's a few different things that you could use. There's actually quite a few. Okay, so yeah, poker chips. You like that? I've started to do poker chips, like the blank ones. I started to put rune symbols on them. I have like a whole pack of blank ones that I was given, and I kept them for forever. And now I have a really good use for them. So, okay. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pull up my screen too, just right here for a second. I did want to show you guys this too. So, I also have. Hold on, I've got it now. I didn't make these, but someone. There's a really nice witchy woman who makes these on Etsy. But you can also get. Hold on, I'll make these bigger. I'll make myself bigger so you can see this. Okay, see these? This is Rune Dice, people. How cool is that? And she does all this herself with her own wood, and she uses like a scorcher to do the symbols for the runes. But yes, you could get rune dice, rune cards. I have a pack of rune cards. Where are my rune cards? I might have them nearby. Hold on. But there is so many different things, possibilities for the use of runes. Okay, as far as what you put them on or what they're put on. I do recommend though doing a set yourself. If you are the creative type, you could use pebbles, you could use poker chips, like we were talking about. Um, there's a few different ones actually that are ideal. I like the beach pebbles myself because they're real smooth. Like if you look at the picture, see the photo? Those are like perfect. Oh yeah, I have the poker chips before. Yes, they're fun. We had runes. You did? OMG, really, Valhalla? Did you really? Can you tell me how they were incorporated? I'm so intrigued by this. I'm so intrigued. Those are so cool, right? And even like the ones I had on my screen. Hold on, where is it at? The round ones. These ones I got as oh wait, you can't see me, but these ones right here, the round ones, guys. These I got so stinking cheap. Like a really good deal. I think on either Etsy or eBay for a really good deal. Like just something dumb. Just something like $11 or something like that. So if you're like, hey, I don't got time to make my own, there is very affordable rune sets out there. I'm so interested on Valhalla's how he had runes in his wedding. I really want to know about this now. I'm like, he better not have left. You have me dying here. I want to know the story about the runes at the wedding, how they were incorporated. It sounds so intriguing. Well, let me read this. Okay, so guest got to pick whichever rune they wanted for us. How cool! Oh, that's so cute. That's adorable. That is so cute. Whose idea was that? Was that your wife's? I love that. That's so adorable. That's very, very awesome. I love that. Right? I know. I totally agree. Are you really, Suzanne? I would love to see your process. Like, if you could take some photos, I would love for you to post them in the Discord. I would just love that. Love it, love it, love it. Right? I totally love that idea too. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I really do. I think that's so special and really unique. Oh, yep. Okay, it was Miss Valhalla's idea. Very nice. I love it. Well, good on her. That was great. I love it. Okay, guys. So, see, you could use sea glass, crystals and stones, wood and cedar. You just heard Suzanne talking about what she plans to do in making her own, which I think is just fantastic, and it's a way to get familiar with the symbols and creating them, and just become more familiar with each rune by themselves. Okay, you will find before we start, because we're gonna start to go into each rune in particular. When you do have runes, and I found this out early on when I first started, using runes of divination. There is a few runes that almost look identical to one another, and it will confuse the heck out of you. So you have to, you'll start to see that, or once you identify the little differences between them, then you know what it is. But I remember at first, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like two of the same, but it says they're different. They look exactly the same. So, but now I know the differences. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Black River rocks. Oh, that's perfect too, because whatever they put on there would probably stand out. What did they use to I wonder what did they were the runes already like printed on, or did like the guests get to like use like a certain type of marker or like a paint? Did they create like the runes themselves, or were they already pre-made? I'm assuming they were, but that sounds interesting as well. Yes, we will be going over the gas. And you'll see too in the runes, I have the little symbolism, like when you have the parentheses and how to pronounce the rune. I think his is Dagwaz is the correct pronunciation, because I was like, oh, I'm going to kill myself if I can't have a little reminder here of how to pronounce these runes. It was a gold sparkly paint. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So, onward, everyone. Alphabetical order. Yes, please. Okay, so like I said, this is how I decided to categorize them. How to how to put them in order for you guys is through each letter representation from A to Z. Okay, so moving on. All right, Ansuz. Ansuz is how we would pronounce this rune. Okay, and this represents. It says rune A, but it should say letter A. The other ones I think are correct. So this represents. This would coordinate to the letter A in our own alphabet. Okay, and this to the right, you'll see the actual symbol, and this is a very good example of two, because we're going to come across another rune that looks very similar to this. So I'm glad that this is kind of the first one out the gate, because now I'm going to pull both of those and show them to you so you guys can see the differences. One, this is the way I do these ones that look like F's, these F bombs. Hold on, let me pull it up for you guys so you can see. Hold, please. Okay, so do you guys see these? So this is how I caveat them. The 1F will be turning points up, and then this one is more pointing down. Ansuz is pointing more in a downward angle, and then you'll see this one later on. This is pointing upward. So, but this is just an example how some of them can look similar. So I just wanted to show this to you guys real quick, okay? All right, now I wanted to make this simple too with one word meanings and the connections, and then we'll go over the interpretations and meanings. Please keep in mind for all these this is just a quick little summary. This is not limited to. There's also much other things you could add to it, etc. Okay. The paint didn't hold up, but we still have the rocks. Aww. They're in a really cool clear glass face. That's awesome. That's special that you kept them too. Oh, she is? Oh, whoop whoop. I want to go, I want to see those too. So I will pull them up soon. I can't wait to see them. Okay, so this is Rune Ansuz. One word meaning would be signals, okay? This rune connects to the moon and Cancer. It evokes one's emotion. This is representational of this rune, okay? Evokes one's emotions, connects to your intuition. Be aware of what you're thinking and feeling when this rune is pulled, okay? This can also tap in and refer to our higher self and or a message to trust in ourself, okay? I have double adult supervision now. Thanks, Valhalla. Have a good one. Tell your wife we said hi and we like her rune idea. This is a good way too. I kind of set it up this way, everyone. That way you could. This is a good way for you guys to start connecting the astrological signs to the planetary planets as well. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. Um, and you will see as we go on, such as Aries is ruled by Mars. Okay, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay, I put those connections there as well. That way, those of you who are kind of interested in astrology and or numerology, any of that stuff, you can start to see these correlations between the two. Okay, so anywho, moving on. So any questions about on Suze so far? Are we ready to move on? We've got like 23 more to go. No? Okay. All right. So this represents, it says root B. I don't know what, when did I switch it to letter B? I look, and I checked my work too. I checked my work for errors. But this is not rune B. This is rune Berknan, or Berkana. Okay. Or no, sorry. Hold on. Berkana is actually the correct pronunciation. Berkana. This is representational, though, of the letter B in our alphabet. Okay. Now, the one word meaning of this rune would be growth. Now, this rune connects to and is representational of Jupiter and also Sagittarius. Jupiter or Sagittarius is run by Jupiter, or Jupiter reigns over Sagittarius. All right. So, some basic interpretations and meanings. This is about our experiences, learning, progression, expectations. Even pain can bring significant growth. This is almost like a lesson type of rune, is how I see it. When you pull this, it's some type of lesson to be that should be coming out of this event or whatever's going on with the person, etc. Okay. Who's a Cancer? Are you a Cancer? Oh, nice. That's my soulmate sign, is a Cancer. So you're in good company. So there is 24 runes, and I'm adding the blank rune in there. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of controversy about the blank rune in particular that I wanted to address. So that will be the very last rune that we cover. But there's 24 total. 24, love. Okay. Now we're going to go to, there we go. Now I have it labeled property. So this is representational of letters C, K, and Q in our alphabet. Okay. And this is rune Kanu. That one was nice and easy to say, huh? Kanu. The one word meaning, and I feel like with this rune, can't you just tell, how it means opening? It reminds me of like the greater than sign in math. So opening or openings. This connects to Neptune, which rules over Pisces. I love my Pisces. Shout out to the Pisces out there. I always tell everyone when I meet a Pisces, I'm like, my fish, they love me. Fish love me. My Pisces, they come to me. I nurture them. I love a good Pisces. They're a really great sign. There's a lot of good signs, but Pisces seem to gravitate towards me. So now this rune, representational of spirituality, transcendence, idealism, new opportunities, discovery, keeping an open mind, allow things to unfold without planning. Okay. And Pisces kind of have that way about them anyway. So this can, and remember, this is going to be conducive of, when you pull this rune for somebody, how it is in context to what they're asking, etc. Because this could mean maybe they've kept too much of an open mind. Okay. And runes can be read in reverse as well. So a lot of people readers do read them in reverse. However, I stick to pretty much upright and kind of just would rather have a conversation with the person about what's going on to figure out the translation of the actual rune. All right. Canoe. Now moving on. Now this is representational of letter D. The letter D is in dog. Dagaz. Okay. This is the rune that this is the rune that Valhalla was just actually talking about. Okay. So Dagaz, one word meaning would be breakthrough. Okay. This connects to Pluto, which rules over Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio is a very intense sign, often about transformation, sexuality. Sometimes it's really intense energy as well. Okay, so the rune, we have power, transformation, sexuality, being on the brink of clarity or resolution, continuing to push forward. Okay, so this rune can really come across when perhaps someone's at a standstill or they're having a hard time in that last stretch of some type of goal they're trying to achieve, and this is kind of a motivational push to keep going, like you're almost there. Yes, I am. And the reason I did choose Germanic is just because I wanted to use the one that I felt would be most used today, and that's from everything I found, that's the one that's most practiced today. And when you buy rune sets today, like in our market, especially here in the States, that's generally what we get is the Germanic. So that's why I chose that one. All right, now moving forward. Okay, so now we're at a representation of letter E. This is was. Looks like an M. It reminds me of how I used to, because my last name starts with the M, how I used to write my N's like in school. Okay, so one word meaning is movement. Okay, this connects to Mercury, which rules over Gemini. And I'm sure so you guys have all heard, Mercury, much, blah, blah. Sorry, words are hard. Mercury's in retrograde, right? When things are when shit's hitting the fan. So this is a very interesting rune. Mercury, if you guys didn't know, rules over like our communication, our travel. Also, it's connected with our siblings as well. A lot of people didn't know that, but it makes sense if you think about it. Because look, Gemini, it also rules over Gemini, which is the twins or the lovers. If you follow tarot, that's the lovers. So makes sense. All right, so some interpretations and meanings: communication, travel, duality. The time for change and forward movement. Action is needed. Could be physical action. A lot of times it can mean like a call to, you need to get up and do something. Okay. This is a great rune, or this can really come through for someone who has a big feeling of being stuck, or stuck energy is kind of, the vibe you're getting from them and their situation. So this would be a rune that would come through for them during a reading, or could possibly come through for them during a reading. Okay. Okay, now look, this is the other F looking one, remember? So do you guys see how this one is more pointed upwards? So it can be tricky between runes, because if you look at the last, the other slide that had this one, it was only the other F was only slightly pointed down. So luckily in the rune set, I have the ones I was showing you. Those, they make it very pronounced. the difference in the runes. But like I said, so just be mindful that there is some that do look similar, okay? So, and this represents letter F, okay? Fehu, fehu, one word meaning abundance, okay? This connects to Jupiter and Sagittarius. Um, this is learning, luck, expansion, success. The wealth without possessions, meaning like an internal wealth, talents and skills, uniqueness, and standing out, okay? Which very much reminds me of Sagittarius. They're kind of like the wild card teacher. They're very always the student and always pursuing some type of knowledge or wisdom that you know kind of drives them or sparks their interest. My moon sign is in Sagittarius, so I got a big heart for some Sagittariuses too. All right, so let me know if you guys need me to slow down or if you guys want me to. I can, okay? All right. So now we're at letter G, or representation of letter G, okay? But this is the rune Gebo, or Gebo. And the one word meaning for this is partnership. Now, this represents, connects to Venus. And Venus rules over both Libra and Taurus. Okay, I'm a Taurus. But Venus in particular rules over both Libra and Taurus. So that's just a FYI. Um, Libras are known as the most balanced of the signs. Tauruses are known as the most stable of the signs. Okay. But for the purposes of the runes during a reading, this can represent love, beauty, romance, balance, and stability, partnerships, and that is our one word meaning, a new union, coming together, joining forces. So if, let's say for an example, you have someone that's dating someone or is asking, hey, should I give this guy a chance or should I go on a date with this person? What do you think? This would be a very good sign in my opinion. Okay. This is showing this could be very much hinting to a new union, a partnership, and it doesn't always have to be romantical either. So keep that in mind. Romantical. Do you guys like my word? Romantical. All right. Now we're on to representation of letter H. Now this rune is called Hagalaz. This one I'm pretty familiar with. So I've actually pulled this rune. I like this rune. I like saying Hagalaz. It sounds kind of cool. So one word meaning disruption. Okay. And it makes sense, right? It connects to Uranus, who rules over Aquarius. Aquarius, that's another fantastic sign. I have a saying about Aquariuses. So my father was an Aquarius. And I said the only thing that Aquariuses have in common is that each one of them, no two are ever exactly alike. Aquariuses always they're always different from one another, which I think is really kind of cool. Okay, so interpretations and meanings of the rune. Sudden change, okay? Consciousness, creativity, individuality, humanitarian, or humanitarianism. A destructive energy brings change. Okay, this kind of reminds me of the Tower card in tarot. Things that have been suppressed kind of can boil over. Okay, so this is really something's happened or is going to happen. Something's rising up, kind of boiling over. If it's in regards to someone's feelings, emotions, um, also this energy, it's kind of as though with Hagalaz, she kind of takes over this, or this root takes over a little bit, saying what's no longer working, the universe, spirit, or source will kind of take it from there. Okay, so moving on. Any questions so far, guys? Let me know. Is everyone still with me? Give me a thumbs up if everyone's still with me. Let me check in on everybody. Everyone good still? Give me a thumbs up. And if there's any questions, go ahead and ask them. All right, whoop, whoop. Looking good. Okay, awesome. All right. So now we move on to the rune um, Esau. Okay, this is representational of the letter I. It looks like an I as well. So one word meaning is stillness, and I put AKA ice because that's the nickname for this rune. They call it ice. Okay. Um, Now, this connects to Saturn and Capricorn, or Saturn who rules over Capricorn. They can be intense signs. Very well disciplined, though, I might add. So, some interpretations and meanings restraint, discipline, responsibilities, life lessons, time, persistence. This can also hint for a time to slow down. Rest could be really needed. Or you could be feeling the opposite, like you're in a form of stagnation, okay? Surrendering to what one has no control over, okay? So when I see this, the ice rune, as it's lovingly called, it does feel kind of like there's this like kind of cold barrier there when we do pull this rune during the reading. So now moving on. Now we're gonna go to Yar Yarha, but it's spelled with a J. See, Yara or Yara. There we go. This is representational of the letter J, but it is pronounced Yara. Okay. Now, I really love this rune. I like how, because it's like two of those greater than signs, like kind of stacked on top of one another or enlaced with one another. The one word meaning for this is harvest, okay? This again connects to Venus, who rules over Libra and Taurus. Stability, love, and balance. Gratitude is pertinent. Enjoying the fruits of one's labor. This could be a very, very good rune to pull in regards to if someone's, wanting to know how their business is doing, or how, back in the day when they used to use these, it was about, where are their crops going to be selling, etc. Are they going to have a good farming year? This is also about appreciation. Do not envy, and also do not envy what you may not have. It's definitely, again, this is about appreciation and gratitude for what you do have. And this rune really speaks to the more grateful and gratitude. It's almost like the more gratitude you show, the more that comes back to you and for you. Okay. Oh, do I cast bones? I haven't casted lots with bones. However, you've been on during one of my lives when I do my charm casting, right? I cast charms. And I could have sworn you were on one of the lives, Suzanne, when we did that. But I have not casted bones, but I do cast charm lots, so but which I love doing. I don't get very many people who ask me to do it. So when I do have someone that's into the charm casting, I get all on it, like so excited. I'm like, yeah, I get to cast some runes. Sorry, I get to cast some charms. You said I'm stagnant AF, so then that would be a rune that perhaps you might pull in, correct? Do you pull runes for yourself, Jen? Hopefully you do, since you have some. I'm gonna pull up your pictures before we're done, so as long as you're okay with that. All right, so now we're going to move on to the rune Laguz. You know, it sounds like Laguz. And it's representational of the letter L. Okay, when I was first drawing or painting runes, I would do it. This is how I would think of this one in my head. That it was an arrow, but missing one side of the top part of the arrow. Okay, so one word meaning is flow. This connects to Moon, which rules over Cancer. Interpretations and meanings. These are instincts, intuition, unconscious mind, and nurture. There's also a very nurturing vibe with Cancer. They're very loving sign, and it makes sense because when you do learn about the planets, our planetary system, and what it represents. So when we first look at the planets, we start with the sun and the moon, and they have the moon or the sun as your dad, reference as your dad, and the moon reference as your mom. Okay, and the relevance or the kind of how they equate that is they say that the sun is dad because this is our outward appearance to others. This is how we interact with others. This is our social skills, how we portray ourselves to others, socially, and to that extent. And then when we go to the moon is mom, though, this is more intimate. This is more maybe secrets or things that one wouldn't know about you unless they were very intimately knowledgeable of you or knew you fairly well. Okay, so hence the moon they call mom, and then the sun they call father. So just I did a little bit of fun factual information in there. Okay, so Laguz is the one word meaning is flow. Again, connects to moon, which rules over Cancer. This is instinct, intuition, the unconscious mind, nurturing. This is about this rune in particular is about hitting a stride, free forming energy, letting things move with ease, grace, and creativity. Creativity, creativeness? Huh? Did I make up that word? Creativeness? Well, creativity, whatever the creativeness is. Oh, creativeness. Gosh, I can't talk today. Words are hard. Um, but this makes sense, right? Correct, because we have the one word meaning flow. So this is kind of conceptual. You can see how this would work. Also, someone pulls this during a reading. This could also be a push or encouragement for one to be, to let themselves be more free flowing in their ideas or in their creativity in general. Okay, so moving on. I haven't done much since a long time regarding witchcraft, but I'm trying to get back into it. I've got my stones and a new tarot deck. Really? How exciting. Hopefully we'll see you during tarot class. It's every Saturday. We do a little tarot class / practice together. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that about your health. But hopefully this is something too that will bring you some joy, which in itself is self-healing, in my opinion. And speaking of the self, our next rune. So this is representational of the letter M, called Manaz, or pronounced Manaz, okay? One word meaning self or the self. This connects to the sun, which rules over Leo. Interpretations and meanings: the self, loyalty, vitality, individuality, self awareness. Um, it's okay to do for yourself is really what comes through sometimes when we pull this rune. And what you may need / want, staying modest yet receptive, honor and respect oneself. So this is really a stone, or sorry, a rune of self reflection. When this is pulled during a reading, okay. Now moving on to now D's. Now D's. Now these runes make me laugh because I had so much to say about how to pronounce this. I was like, now these. I had so many one-liners that followed. I seriously did. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. You guys can take a little stretch break. I'm gonna grab a drink real fast. Oh, dog, my cats love it. That's cute. Good kitties, huh? How many cats do you have? I missed my cat. All right, guys. Moving on. So, the rune you are currently looking at is pronounced now D's representational of the letter N in our alphabet, okay? One word meaning constraint. Connects to Saturn, who rules over Capricorn. And it kind of looks like a cross, so this makes sense to me. Lessons, it can represent lessons, discipline, persistence, duty, practicing impulse control, think before you speak, stagnation, controlled by others or situations. It could be time to restore balance and recognizing your triggers. Okay, I added this is a little caveat because I have pulled this before during a reading for someone where this was very much a I would say a defining moment for them is knowing when someone is actually pushing their buttons, etc. So, all right, moving on. Now we have Opila. I almost, when I see this one, I want to say Ophila, but it's not. It's Opila. Okay. And it's representational of, I really love the way this rune looks too. This rune is cute. I like this rune. So one word meaning is separation. Okay. This connects to Jupiter, which rules over Sagittarius. Interpretations and meanings, inheritance, learning, luck, individuality. Time to separate some part of yourself from a relationship and or situation. Release the old you / shed the skin, okay? Like, such as a snake shedding their old skin. Appreciation for yourself as an individual. This also comes through when ancestors are nearby, and it's particularly a very useful rune to use for ancestral work if you're trying to perhaps, kind of squash old ancestral, type curses or lessons that haven't been learned. This would be a great rune to use in that meditation and or practice. Okay. And also this also represents independence. Now, this is Perth, okay? The the rune of Perth, pronounced the way it looks for once, right? It's representational of the letter P. The one word meaning is initiation, okay? This connects to the planet of Mars, which rules over Aries, okay? Which interpretations and meanings? Okay, so motivation. This is masculine energy that is true to form, especially with Mars, and Venus would be the female energy. Okay, this also represents spontaneity, change. Expect substantial change and shifts when this rune is pulled. Okay, take an active approach. Also, what can you control / what you cannot control? Okay, this rune can particularly come out as a reminder of that, to say, okay, so, kind of prioritize what can I control in my life, what I cannot, and go from there. This is also about self-doubt and fearlessness, okay? And the one word meaning, sorry, I think I forgot to say this, but it's initiation. Initiation. I love the way this rune looks too. It looks like a funky little C or big C. Oh, are they? My mom is an Aries. Very interesting. I'd be, it's really interesting. I wonder what their sun and moon sign are as well. All right, now moving on to Rado. It sounds like Rado, huh? Rado. This is representational of the letter R, and it looks like an R as well. The one word meaning is journey, connects to Mercury and Gemini. Interpretations and meanings, travel, communication, thoughts, two-sidedness, duality. Excuse me. Excuse me. Being pessimistic versus being more positive. Okay, eternal versus our outernal life. life lessons, acceptance, and choosing your own way. Okay. So this is interesting because this rune could be pulled as not to necessarily uh, give into that two-sidedness, but can also be more of knowing what which way you are choosing to go, or which option you're choosing. Okay, so it can be very much an individualized type card. I mean type rune. See, you can tell I'm always around tarot cards all day. All right, moving on. So this is So Willow. So Willow, what are you doing? Well, representational of the letter S. So Willow. The one word meaning is wholeness. Okay, this looks like a lightning bolt, and one word meaning. Okay, wholeness, and this connects to the Sun and Leo. Interpretations, individuality, vitality, the spotlight. Okay, loyalty. Message. It could be a message to recharge, and because I kind of connected with that because of the lightning bolt. To get rest, meditation, a quiet reflection source, and check your impulses as well. So this is really a card that's like kind of an energy card. Like, okay, are you feeling totally restored, or do you need to go recharge the batteries, so to speak? And thank you to Helen. I appreciate that. And not sure March 27th and April 19th. No, you have to have um hold on. I don't think my stones are actual like runes, more like guidance stones. Interesting. Hmm. And now I'm really wanting to look at the photos now. All right, so moving on, guys. So now we are on to T Wawoos. Wawoos? T T Wawoos. Okay, which is representational of the letter T. This is the arrow. Okay, one word meaning is warrior. Okay, again connects to Mars, which rules over Aries. Drive, strength, aggression, spontaneity. This is also about focusing and quieting the mind. The warrior rune is very much kind of like stalking the prey, as I see it sometimes. Okay, releasing fear, totally looking inwardly. Patience, which is what you need doing something like that, right? And limit the ego is a very key part of this rune. And like I said, it has that connection to Mars and Aries, which is when we first come into astrology, that's the very first sign is actually Aries, which is representational or is represented by Mars, which is the card of self. Okay. However, um, self is important, but not in this reading, the ego needs to be limited. Okay. So this is all about focusing um, and quieting the mind, releasing fear, look inwardly. Okay. All right. We went over all that. All right. Next one. So next one is O Rose or O Ruse. O Ruse, I guess I would pronounce this O Ruse. This is representational of the letter U. It kind of looks like an N, but backwards. And the one word meaning of this rune is strength. It connects to Uranus and rules over Aquarius. Okay, interpretation, sudden changes, individuality, consciousness, overcoming challenges, dealing with adversity, growing pains is something I connect with this rune. Outdated belief systems that no longer serve you. So this rune could definitely fall in place when you're pulling for another or yourself. About just kind of being outgrown of a certain situation, your certain beliefs, etc. That's why I kind of attribute it to the growing pains type of lesson. All right, now we have the letters V and W, or representative of the letters V and W. This is Woo Yo. Woo Yo. Woo Yo. I love this one. Woo Yo. Woo Yo. One word meaning is joy, okay? Connects to the sun, which represents Leo. Interpretations and meanings, vitality, beaming, like a beaming light, pride, your inner child, choosing happiness, appreciation, gratitude, and don't take things so seriously. So when I see this rune, I'm like, okay, this is my permission to just go be a goofball, okay? So if this is a rune that you would pull, this would definitely be, let's say, like, okay, what do I need more of in my life today? And you pull this rune, it's go be funny, go be a goofball, and have fun. And with a name like Woo Yo, how could you not have fun, right? Like Woo Yo told me to. Hello. All right. Now we have the letters T and H, okay, representatives of the letters T and H, and then I told you there's a few of them that are dual. So this rune is pronounced Thorisas, Thorisas, and the one word meaning is gateway, okay? Connects to Pluto, which rules over Scorpio, power, transformation, intensity, sexuality. What do you really desire? Contemplation is warranted, patience, and a new beginning on the horizon. So whereas um, this, Pluto in general kind of is this, can be an intense transformation and can sometimes be swift as well. I'll caveat that by saying that. However, though, this is letting the person know that something's about to come. It's like getting them prepared for the gateway that's about to open or for this new beginning that's about to happen. All right, now this is the other one that looks similar to the lightning bolt, which represents S, but this one does, if you look at it, like I said, it does have its differences. So this is the rune I Wawas, and this represents the letter or coordinates to the letter Y in our alphabet. The one word meaning is surrender, okay? Connects to Neptune, which rules over Pisces. Interpretations and meanings, idealism, spirituality, wisdom, sensitivity, being quick to react, hasty actions, and caution is suggested. So this is really like a whoa, whoa, whoa. When you pull this root for someone, it's like whoa, 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 calm down there. Let's wait here a second, okay? Let's wait and see what happens. This is definitely a rune that's telling someone to hold up and don't be so quick to react, okay? And now we have, I love this rune too. I really like, this is a rune that I like a lot as well. Okay, so this is Alhes or Alhes, and representational of the letter Z in our alphabet. Now this is the rune of protection, okay? I love this rune. It's very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of like old fashioned, like how you would draw a witch's rune for some weird reason. So this connects to Mars again, which rules over Aries. This is strength, masculine energy. This rune is to indicate that you're cared for. Also, security and insecurity, this can hint to. Are you needing to feel protected? Are you wanting to feel protected? Also, is it time to let go of worry? Are you already protected and you're worrying for no reason? But protection is really the key here, okay? Early action can protect you from further harm. Also, affirmations. I threw that in there because I think that could really help for someone who's having issues in this, or this rune is kind of maybe haunting them a little bit, this sense of not having protection when they do. I feel as though affirmations can really help with that. Okay. Now we have, I like this rune too, the way it looks, the two X's on top of each other. So this is Ingwas, okay? This represents the letters N and G, okay? The one word meaning for this rune is fertility, okay? And again, this connects to Venus, who rules over Libra and Taurus. So certainly if someone's trying to get pregnant, this would be a fantastic rune for them to have. But it also identifies with love, creation, beauty, balance, stability, feminine energy, something unexpected happening, okay, if not a pregnancy, bringing any issue to a close and completion followed by a new beginning, okay? So closing one chapter to start the other, so to speak. And now this is our last slide too. So this is about the blank rune, okay? So let's talk about this blank rune because everyone's got an opinion about it. I found out. Okay, so this blank rune, it's fairly new to runes in general, okay? is new to runes of divination with the runes, okay? And it's also known as Odin's rune or weird. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I'm just going to call it weird, the weird rune. um, so the blank rune is included a lot now with a lot of packs that you buy, okay, with a lot of rune sets you can get. And I'm going to tell you what the controversy, the hoo-hoo is all over this blank rune, all right? So, the deal is with this rune, while many in like the newer kind of, I guess, are, oh, see, well, it's, I don't want to label it this way, but okay, so let me first talk about what people find wrong with the old or with the blank rune, okay? So, a lot of people contend that anyone using runes for divination, back in history would never ever have used a blank rune because there would be no use for it, and that would, in just make the whole system invalid. Okay, so pretty much, they would have never ever used this blank rune 100 years ago at all, and anything that would come into something, with a kind of a spiritual or divinational use, and to mess with it would be to hence make it invalid, okay, make it not work, so to speak. And then, however, though, there's a new vibe, a new feeling that this is the rune of blankness, meaning of empty space. That's it's almost like a continuance is how some people would phrase this with the blank rune. It could be like even fill in the blank. You can fill it in however you want, okay? But there's a lot of controversy. You'll have people swear up and down, don't you ever put that blank rune up in your runes. No, 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 don't do it. And then you have other people who maybe even create their own with the blank rune. Or they use it as a replacement if they accidentally lose one of their regular runes, okay? Um, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that I think you do whatever you want. If you want that blank rune in there, you take that blank rune, okay? If you don't want it in there, don't put it in there. I myself, I don't use the blank rune, okay? However, I have no issue with someone that does use it. And I've seen people use it, and their divination skills are remarkable. So I really feel as though it's a personal choice, and it's not that big of a deal either way. So that is my little spiel on the runes, okay? Or on the Blake rune in particular. Now, hold on. I think that's the last slide. I think we're done. Woohoo! Yes, I believe that was the last one. Yep, that was the last one. Okay, so having said that, I do want to. I'm gonna pull up. Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna pull up those pictures of the rune, the photos that Mouse Girl sent me. I want to look at your runes real quick. And if you guys have any questions, oh my gosh, I know. You put a lot of work into this. Very important. Good. I hope so because it took a while, and I was like, man, why did I volunteer for this? But honestly, I'm so happy I did because it really furthered my knowledge with the runes, and I'm appreciative of that because I needed to, and I've been wanting to use the runes more in general, so I'm actually really appreciative of it, and it's really interesting just learning kind of this little kind of uh, kind of confrontational history between all these different, the Nordic runes and and the German runes and all this stuff. There's like some real like contended hot drama behind a lot of this information. So it was kind of fun to listen to and to research. So thank you. And I am grateful too. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I want to pull up your runes real quick. So give me a sec. Uno momento. Let me go find them. Hold, please. Boo, I can't find them. Huh. Okay, I can't find them for some weird reason. But my thing works super. Thank you. I'm all distracted. I'm all thank you. Hold on. And I forgot to mention that my new tarot deck is a super. How cool! I love that show. You know what? I was just saying because one of my friends, Steven, he got me the Buffy. He hasn't sent it to me yet though because he's slow. But he got me the Buffy the Vampire Slayer tarot. I can't wait to get it. I'm like, can you just send it already? Because he's in San Francisco, but I'm in Southern California, so I'm not that far away. I'm like, it'll only take it like a day or two to get here. But I know I can't find the pics. I don't know. I didn't see it in my direct messages, and then I tried to go to my thread, but or to in Discord, but it wasn't working. Like I don't know why it's being slow. I'm on speed slow. Hold on. Oh, I got my other phone right here. Let me see. Oh, I might be able to email it to myself. Hold, please. That might work. And then I'll pull it up from here. Where's it at? Okay, hold on. I might have found it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, yes, I think I found it. Hold on. I found one of them. Okay, very cool looking, actually. Okay, so I'm going to email it to myself real fast. Okay, so save image. I'm being a boomer. That's okay. Talks amongst yourselves. Oh, nonsense. There's no such thing. Nonsense. Okay, I got one more email. This is real. These are really cute. That was second picture is really nice. I can see them much better. The crystals they use are really cute too. They did a good job polishing them. All right. Jen, are you on my Discord? Do you want the link? Or I can hold on, I can copy my what is it called? Like the user ID thing. I'm getting better. I'm less boomerish, kind of. I'm all kind of. So I'm actually gonna pull this one up. The other one's like a little, like you can't really see it too much, but this one you can see really well. So let me open that. We'll open it. There we go. Okay. All right, there they are. These are Jen's runes. They're Wiccan runes? Is that a star I see on the one up top? I think they are Wiccan runes. Very cool. Look how cute these are. I love them. They're adorable. So everyone, this is a Jen's rune set. Are they Wiccan runes? I think they are because I see a star on one of them. They are. Okay, good. I was like, it's got to be. Not just because the star in the center, but I thought I saw one on that purple amethyst. These are so cute, though. They look adorable. Have you been using them? And Jen, I dropped my username or my handle on Discord. So if you add me as a friend, and then I'll send you an invite for the Discord. If you would like one, we'd love to have you. Pentagram, chalice, candle, column. Oh, cool. And broomsticks, interesting. Yeah, so if you do get Discord, that's where you'll find me at. That's my username or handle, whatever you want to call it. All right, guys. So that is, and you're very welcome. Thank you. So that is the end of the intro to runes. Now, if you guys want, I will do another class in the future, maybe another 2-3 weeks, and we'll go over some rune spreads, how to actively use them, etc. If you do want that, just let me know, and I will try to make it happen. And if there's any last questions or thoughts before I bounce out of here, it's way too early for me, y'all. I don't come out until the sun's way, way down. Even though it's down, it has to go way, way down. Oh, you're very, very welcome. My pleasure. And love you too. I will be back tonight, you guys, for my regular tarot readings and all that jazz. So, and maybe I'll pull runes for everybody tonight instead of the oracle cards. I might just do the runes tonight since I've spent so much time with them and I think they like me now. So, but all right, guys. So I'm gonna head out. I will be back tonight. Please like this video on your way out if you haven't done so already. I would super appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. I'll be in my Discord hanging out. So you guys, all the reggies will see me in there.